Hey guys, this is Augie. I am about to change my nail set and I thought maybe I should do a quick little video on application just because I know a few of you are starting to get your nail sets in now and some of you are new to it, and even though you've seen instructions online, maybe you're not feeling all that sure about it still. I wasn't when I ordered mine, and a couple of my friends made videos for me so that I could just see them do it, and that made me feel a lot better. So I thought I would do this. I'm gonna try a couple of new little tips that I picked up from some other people today and see if it helps me out at all. And I have all my things here that I normally use. I got a new nail file, which I really like and highly recommend if you don't like sitting with the buffer square for very long, which I don't. I'm really impatient and I really like how quick Color Straight is, so I thought I would speed it up some more by getting a nail buffer, an electric one, and they're not expensive. I think this cost me like $20 on Amazon, and it came with this, and the little heads come out. Let's see, they just slide in and out, and you can change them. And they also come with a bunch of little buffing tips and different grinding tips. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's cool, I think, for hands and feet and all of that. And they were really nice. They came with a nail clipper kit and stuff like that too, and then they sent some glass nail files, which is new to me, but I really like it. So now I think I'm going to get a nicer glass nail file just because I like this one so much. But I'm going to try, let's see if I can turn this down where you can see what I'm doing here. This is what I normally have, and I'll probably just do one color on the video itself, just because of how long it takes, but I'm planning on doing these two today. I'm gonna do a pink and then star for the course. This pink is Himalayan sea salt. Oh, I can't get out of the glare. And then star for the course over top of it because I really like pink and black, and I like dark glitters. I think I've probably said that in a bunch of other videos too. So I'll set that aside, and then this is what I normally kind of have just on hand. I just like to have something where I can put my little scrap pieces or whatever I don't want so that it's out of the way. And then my nails and a file of some kind. And if you have not tried this nail polish remover, you really should. It kind of changed my life. I really love it a lot. It's a non-acetone nail polish remover. So I recommend that if you can. And then I like these little dealios. You can do the nail strips with just your fingers, which I've been doing. This is one of the other tips that somebody gave me on another site that I'm gonna try right now. But this little tip at the end is soft. It's kind of like rubber, if you can see that. And so I was having trouble when I go to put the nail strips on top. I was having trouble getting them to lay perfectly down on the sides, and I'm kind of OCD, so I'm going to try this out today and just use it to kind of press along the sides of my nail to see if I can get it to lay down a little bit better. So that was the other tip that I learned. And then I heard about this anchoring technique that might help me out. I've been just kind of holding on to the strips and trying it out, and I'll show you in a second because hopefully it makes my life easier too. When you open one of the packs, it comes with a couple of things. If I can get them out. The other ones have sleeves, so this one's a little different. But so it comes out like that. You'll just tear the pack open. It has a little slit right there if you can see that. And it comes with, geez, they glued everything in this time. It comes with a little prep pad, which is just an alcohol pad. So if you have alcohol at home, that's fine too. And they give you a little nail file to use on the edges, but like I said, I got this glass one and I'm kind of in love with it, so I may be using those from now on. But I'll have this one ready just in case. Ooh, I'm gonna scratch up my nails trying to get the plastic off of this. There we go. Okay. And it's just a regular sanded kind of emery board. I'll lay this aside. And one of the things that I like to do is save my strips. So I'll show you how I do that in a second too. See if I can get it to tear straight. I usually can't get it to tear straight. There we go. Oh, I did it. Yay! Yay! And I'm only going to take one of these suckers out. And right away, you'll notice it when you open yours, you take them out and they smell like nail polish because they're nail polish. Imagine that. And I'm going to try and slide these right back in, which is easier said than done. Because they're their own little strips. Oh, that was relatively painless that time. I can push it down because what we're going to do is I'm going to try and save these, and the best way to do that, if you're going to do that, I found, is to take a flat iron, just like your hair flat iron, and just crimp the edge of it so that it reseals this pack. I tried to put some in a Ziploc bag recently and it did not go well. So what I like to do is just, I'll take the strip and try to size it first. So I'm looking to see that I don't want it to overlap on top of my cuticles. You can do that and then you can try and like work out the edges later, but I find that really difficult and I'd rather just have a strip on there. So this first one is a little bit too big for me, but it works great on your toes. And then you'll see, I just tear them off. They're already perforated. Scoot over where you can see, and then you can kind of see that if I flex the nail like that, it fits without overlapping on top of my cuticles. So I'm going to keep that one aside and let's see if I can get these. Probably should have done that ahead of time, but I didn't. So here we are. This little one is a bit too small for anything, so, but that last one's good for my pinky. So I'm gonna tear it off and keep it for my pinky, and then let's see, this one looks like it'll be good for my ring finger. So I'm gonna keep it aside, and then same thing. This one's good for my middle finger. Hopefully this is the right size on the first finger, yeah. So this one, I feel like, is, you can kind of see, whoop, I'm off camera. You can kind of see it's just a smidge big for my fingernail. Because like I said, I don't like it to overlap at all. So I'm gonna use this next size down, and I curl it around my finger and everything so I can really, that's blurry. Here we go. Ooh, hopefully that comes into focus. so it's not overlapping my cuticle, and I just push it down while it's still in the package so I can really check it out. So basically you can see I've got them sized out right here with all of my fingers ready to go, and then these are the ones that are left over, and I'll usually take the leftovers because, like I said, this big one, it's really good for your toes. So if you're gonna do pedicure at the same time, it's pretty cool. You can just use them right away. These little ones, I've got those itty bitty like pinky nail on my toes, kind of. I don't know, I've got ugly feet, so we're not showing that on camera today. But I just wanted to get them sized out so that I can put them back in this package. Put it all back in the package like so. And hopefully I do this without running it, but I'm just gonna back down and seal it. Perfect. I've got a little bit of shakes. Sorry about that, guys, but so I basically just resealed it so that it stays nice and fresh. Some people talk about putting them in the freezer. I don't really know about that. I've never done that. But this one's good to go for next time around. And I'll have to get scissors and cut it open next time. But it's sealed, so that's what matters. So I'm gonna set that aside. And then we talked about this in my last video, how you really need to prep your nails with the alcohol pad. So what I'm not going to show you is that I've already used my nail buffer, and I've gone in and roughed up my nails a little bit and filed them down. They're a little bit funny shaped because I'm hoping I was just cutting them off short and just keeping them rounded edge, and I'm hoping to shape them a little bit short, but like that square shape. I really want to try and get to that, but I'm not there yet because I got to grow my nails. But let's get that open. And like I said, it's just a little alcohol pad and itty bitty situation. And you just go through and you wipe all of your nails. Like I said, I've already prepped my nails beforehand. I buffed them with my little buffer. I filed them, and I pushed all my cuticles back and all the stuff I like to do beforehand. And sometimes I'll get bored and change my colors in like a week or whatever, and when that happens I don't have to redo those steps because my nails are good to go. But if I wear nail polish for a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, then when I go take them off I have to redo all that stuff. So alright, I'm gonna put these here, and I'm actually gonna start with my pinky because they say that's best, and the last time I put them on it was just a little easier to do, starting from the outside working in. I'm gonna turn off this flat iron. So when you get the strip, there's 3 layers. There's a backing, and then there's like a clear plastic layer. You can see it's shiny, and then the nail polish is in between those 2 layers. So I'm sorry, I got a little bit of shakes going on, but so you just peel the clear layer first, and I'll set that aside. And then there's almost like a tab here where the gray starts. Can't get it to focus. Just like that. Little gray tab kind of flipping up. Wish that was a little more in focus. There we go. And that's the start of the nail polish. So you just want to grab that and peel off the nail polish. And that anchoring technique I was talking about. They just stick it back on the pad like that. And I'm gonna tear off this little tab. See, so it's just the strip. I tore off the little gray dealio. I'm gonna stick that over there. And so they call this an anchoring technique. Let's see if I can get a better angle at this. It's flexible. You can stretch it just a little bit. Maybe I'll scoot that back a little. See if that helps me. Like I said, this is kind of a new technique for me, so bear with me. But I'm going to, you see that? Yeah. I'm just gonna try and line it up. Like I said, I shake a little bit, guys, so it takes me a second. I gotta rest my elbows and weird stuff, but okay, so you can see, see if I can get it to focus. It'll look a little like that. I missed a little, so I'm gonna just pick it up. Pick it up and re-stick it. And I'm gonna pull just a bit. And I'm just kind of pressing with my other hand to smooth it out. Just like that. I'm not a professional. Some of those other girls whip these things on in like 5 seconds. I'm not that girl. And then something I learned to do, because as they cure, they shrink just a little bit. So you just want to make sure you fold it over the end of your nails before you tear that off. We'll see if I can use this tool to help myself along here. Okay, and it almost makes like a preparation when you do that. I'll even use my nail because I'm not fancy. Just as long as you get it over the edge, and you can kind of see it's all folded on and over, and then you just tear it off, right? You just tear it off, and you can see it's pretty rough edged, but that's okay. You just press it out. Get it good, press it out, and I think that's what I was gonna try and use this little tool for this time around. To press on the sides there, where I'm always feeling like it doesn't lay down all the way for me. So, just again, there's a little excess, and I'm just tucking it all around the nail there. And when you're done, you just file the edges just a little bit, just to clean it up. If I can do a better job for you guys. I love this file, you guys. I'm gonna get like 8 more of them. I like them that much. Okay. So, there we go. That's it. That's how you do it. And you just do every nail after that. And so I anchored the other one on that piece, which I'm not sure about that yet. I'll keep trying it a little bit until I feel like I get comfortable with it. But I'm gonna go ahead and use the other side that I tore off on my other nail, my other hand. And again, I shake a little bit, so I don't always get it straight the first time. And I didn't that time either. So you just pick it up and redo it. It's no big deal. That's why I like these so much, because I just miss all the time. And it's no big deal because I can come back in and redo it. So I'm just pressing it down again. And this one. Press and press and press. I'll have to file a little bit off of this one. See if my handy dandy little tool will help me out like I wanted. A little rubber to push it down. Oh, it does make a difference. It does help a lot. I like that. And I'm sorry that I'm shaking so much. That's what I do. So if you have hand trimmers or anything like that, that's part of the reason I like this stuff so much, because I shake and I can't paint my nails. So I'm just not worrying now about the excess on this one, and I'm coming in and just tucking it. I'm just sticking my other nail up under and tucking it under, and now I'm gonna just tear it off. So I feel like this is really bright. Sorry about that. There we go. And I need to clean it up because, like I said, I'm kind of OCD about certain things. I don't like it being over my cuticles or anything like that. I'm gonna tuck this. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a little excess over my nail right there, but it's cool. You just literally come in with your other nail and I just pick off the excess until it's clean and looks the way that I want it to. I do like this tool a lot. I feel like it helps me smooth out that edge right next to the cuticle, because before that I felt like I was getting a little bubble there or something. And oh, that's really cool too. Because it's meant to press cuticles anyway, if you bring it right along the edge of your cuticle, if you do overlap, it seems to really make a big difference with edging it off. I like that a lot. I really recommend that, you guys, if you're as crazy as I am. One more little bubble. One more little bubble. And so there's no dry time or anything like that. Like, you're not gonna smudge these guys. Just press away, go for it. It's not like nail polish where you're gonna leave fingerprints or just completely wreck it up. But there is a cure time, so don't do your nails and then go, do the dishes or something. I had a couple of girls do that, and I was like, well, I mean, it's not, it's not a miracle, guys. But it does need a little bit of cure time, so just wait a couple of hours. I think they recommend 3 before you do any kind of dishes or things like that. But you don't have to worry about, you see me kind of pressing all over them. You don't have to worry about smudging them or ruining the polish or anything like that. And I try to, when I file, I try to do it in just a downward motion, so that, because the polish is still new and not quite cured on your fingernail. So I try to just be real gentle at the end when I'm cleaning it up, and just go in a downward motion until it's good. So let's see. Hopefully some of that video, because I didn't get to, it's hard to video and look at what you're doing, but so you can kind of see. Those two nails are done now. So I won't take up all of your time. I'm just gonna basically go nail by nail and do exactly the same thing. It takes me about 10 minutes. It's not, I think it's taking me a little longer right now, but just because I'm videoing and trying to pay attention to two things. So that's that, and I'm just gonna go in and finish up the rest of them. So, all right, hopefully, I took my glasses off. There we go, I can see you again. Okay, so hopefully that helps you guys out if you're trying to figure out how to put them on. Sorry, it's not my best job today because I'm trying to show, again, trying to pay attention to two things, but that at least gives you an idea of the steps and kind of what you need to do while you're doing it, because those directions are, you know, that's great and everything. And they're just like, stick it on and press it off and ta-da! And I'm a little bit more klutzy than that, so I gotta fiddle with some things, but that'll give you a better idea of what it's really like. You just gotta work with it and press it, but it's malleable and workable, and then once you get it in place where you want it, that's it. You just leave it. And like I said, it's dry. There's none of, you don't have to worry about any of that, but don't jump in a bath, and you know, don't throw a bunch of alcohol on your hands, don't go wash the dishes or anything like that. Give it a couple of hours if you're gonna do it. And a lot of times I'll do this at night right before bed and just go to sleep, and you know, by the time I get up in the morning, it's a done deal. You're not gonna do anything to them at all. But so that's it. Hopefully it helps you guys, and hopefully it's not crazy blurry and you can see what I'm doing. I'll see you in the next video.